All right. Well, we've done 2 10 wins with teams that spawn things. So the question is, can we transform? I don't know. I don't know if we can transform. But Nintendo definitely was, you know, based on what we see, transforming what Mario Galaxy entails, because it ain't just Mario Galaxy. And we knew that before they revealed that Star Fox was going to be in there. Much before that, in fact. Based on seeing, like, the baby Luigi, baby Mario, there was characters from the second Mario, you know, Wart and stuff in a poster. So, like, it's definitely not just Mario Galaxy the game. There's other things taking place. I mean, I guess you can do the thing, right? You can do the thing here. I will take one of these as well. It's a team. It's a team. Not much transforming going on, but it's not much of anything. It's just kind of a little bit of everything. It's just units. It's just units. Old school honey badger strats. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, technically, we could do Ogopogo to then do this to then have it do more trumpets. It would feel a little bit unfortunate for our transform guy. So I guess we could do this to keep the spirit alive. Although what I probably would have been better off doing is selling the frog to give the stats from that to something else. But, you know, whatever. I guess we're going to do a lot of rolls to try and get levels for next turn. There's a world where you can go that too, but now it's awkward because it's like, oh, well, aren't I supposed to take this then? I was like, well, yeah, but we also want levels next turn, so I guess I'm not? Okay, well, there's the level. There is the level. I was hoping to roll for, you know, that to get the chance of the other aspect. Oh, come on, man. I mean, it's still gonna be okay, but like, come on. Of all the things to have transformed into, to then mess up the Ogopogo. Just crazy. That's craziness. Alright, well, what do you, I mean, come on. It's 2 dang sawfish. I gotta take that. I gotta take 2, they gave me 2 sawfish. I gotta take 2 sawfish. I gotta take 2 sawfish. I gotta take 2 sawfish, I'm sorry. You can't just give me 2 sawfish. I gotta take that. I gotta take that. Hey, the trumpets worked. Wow, that killed everything on the team. But I have an 8-8. But I have an 8-8, so it's fine. Alright, not bad, not bad. Oops, clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, that would be good. Get rid of this. I know that means I lose the level thing, but we're hoping to make something out of this, I think. Well, if both the defense are tier 4 or lower, so if their stats. So, like, you know, get rid of when we're about to get rid of the badger, perhaps move the 6-3 onto the 2-2 or whatever. Sure. Sure. It almost feels weird. It's like, oh, well, do you give this to get even more attack or something? I don't know. Okay. We wait a turn, though. Imagine if we wait a turn, though. Probably should have saved the lizard or something, but I was hoping to get the badger level. Okay. It's a big fella. Rest of your team not so big though. Rest of your team not so big. Oh, I had a weird dream I don't think I told chat about. Well, that's interesting too, huh? Start here. That's interesting. I mean, flounder plus booted seal can do some pretty cool things. Granted, that's pretty far away, but rooster with sawtooth makes a lot of sense. I mean, the bat is nice stuff. It is kind of random, I guess, but let's, I suppose, just do this. Well, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. Give it the stats. Get the level. I know that this is here too, but I'm looking to sell this next. Okay, and then I can... Well, I'm sure we'll have another time where we can win. And then maybe we could also do the rooster instead, potentially. So, okay. Okay. I don't even know if we really want to use cauliflower or anything, but... I mean, I'm 6 out of 10 wins. I think maybe this is more valuable. That's interesting, but probably not. Okay, the dream. So first of all, I don't usually remember my dreams. So that already is putting us in a place of, oh, that's kind of interesting. And what happened? We're losing? What happened? No, we're alive, we're winning. So most of the time, anything that I do remember in a dream, it's a little hazy. You're gonna want me to take the dog. But we can't. There's not even enough time to get it to level 3. There's just not even enough time for that. There's just not even enough time for that. But doggo friendo, I mean, that you're not wrong about that necessarily. So here's what happened. Again, it's kind of, you know, everything's in a blur, but basically for some reason my dad, it was like, oh, it's winter, it's like kind of cold and stuff. What happened to my long tooth? It must have got sniped by something. You know, it's still cold-ish here, depending on the day and everything. And it was cold, and he was trying to show me he had this new idea. He came up with this brilliant idea to like help warm his ankles. I was like, okay, weird. This is in a dream. And then he shows me, and it's toasted bagels that somehow are big enough, that have a big enough hole, and are basically just around his ankles somehow. It didn't make any sense. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And he's like, no, it's amazing, trust me. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And that was basically the dream. It was just that for like a couple minutes, and then kind of faded out. I don't really know how else to describe it beyond that. It was just very, very strange, but I would like you to not get sniped. So. Before attack, set the attack and health to 9 once. No, thank you. Maybe, but I'd almost probably rather roll a chocolate or something. I guess we're 7 out of 10. It's just that there's a part of me that's like, well, just buff this and then bring it in instead, but yeah, we got health. We got health. I can change that decision if I want. It does like to keep getting hit by eggs. How did I get that? Oh, the red panda, perhaps? Sure, red panda. Well, now an eagle is just a better version of that, really, isn't it? But for the RNG, well, let's see. We have 2, 3, 5, 5, 4. Get this guy involved. Let's get this guy involved. Ooh, okay. Interesting, but also that would be interesting with this, but so this kind of stuff is why I'm like, oh, the transform team can work, but I think it has to be you kind of like lose some rounds when you only have 5 or 6 like wins, and then you get to tier 6s and get to start getting like the culminate your buffs of via hooded seals and albatross type stuff and start building up like a lot of value. But it feels like, you know, I'm already at 8 out of 10. Why would I want to like kind of slow down all of my pace for that? Wouldn't feel particularly smart, I think. At least that's what I'm thinking. Okay, you got. I mean, I guess they were all in on buffing that one guy that transformed with the parrots. Now that's a big fella. That's a big fella. Do I care about the buffs so much on you, or would I rather just have that replace that? I mean, I'd really like to just get it leveled and then sell it, but I guess I will just do this and then let this get buffed by the thing. And then, as we know, Yggdrasil fruit is kind of insanely good. If I had 3, I would buy it, but I'd rather just... Wow, they really wanted me to level 3 that fella, huh? I don't really know what... I guess I'm not doing that. Brave time, Yoshi Flossin. Nice. How'd you... Oh, you red panda'd into a dragon? That's kind of crazy. And a rhino. Holy moly. Uh-oh. No, we're almost there. Almost there. Oh, that was pretty wild. That was pretty wild, I would say. I was gonna say like maybe you pepper this, but with all the triggers and things going on, you probably should just pepper the front thing and then hope for the best. Okay, that'll get buffed. Were there only 3 wins? Were they only on 3 wins? Maybe. I feel like there's been more of that. Like facing people that have like really different win scores and stuff. This person's got only 5, for example. So they might beat me. They did beat. Oh no, I won just with a little chick. Well, how about that? Sawfish, still very good, turns out. Okay, come on. This time, surely we transform. I feel like if I go for transform, I am not gonna get a 10 win, but whatever. Maybe we can make it happen this time. The millionaires made me think of, some news this week about Walmart being like a piece of garbage or something. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was something about like, oh yeah. They're adding, or they're planning to be adding digital, what do you call it there? Digital price tags in all of their stores or something like that, so that they can be, you know, I'm sure that in theory, you know, what they say versus maybe what people's fears are probably different. You know, the fears would be having algorithms change the price based off of data they have about you, like knowing maybe what zip code you live in, and that zip code meaning that you're more likely to have a higher average salary, and then charge you more than they would charge someone else that lives in a different place. Or maybe they know your purchase history and know that you purchase this item almost every time, so then therefore we should make you charge more because we know you're more willing to pay for it, because etc. so forth. So, or another option would be the price of gas, you know, something like that. Some event that makes the price of things change dramatically, and so then therefore, yada yada yada. I almost want to resist taking the lizard to like try to force myself to not do the spawning units, even though the lizard is like definitely better than the mermal. I have to take the lizard. Come on. We still have the transformers in here though. Alright. Something like this, I think. Yeah. You're more worried on how price adjusting based on how commonly something you bought? Yeah, I mean, I was just throwing out different examples of stuff, right? But there's like a lot of avenues of that maybe not being a great thing. Or like, hey, there's a shortage, like there was some news that there's a shortage of whatever because of a bird flu, and then granted that would eventually kind of happen anyway. Sell this. It is supposed to get health with transform. I get these technically work with transforms, but it's like, all right, we're already past you, buddy. Titus Shrew I would take. Great song, by the way. Geef, Street Fighter 4, I think. Parrot. Bird flu. Yeah, that's what they usually do. Very funny. Very funny bunny. What am I doing? Why did I do that? Okay. Wait for next turn? Question mark. Damn, I could have had a leveled bat, huh? Could have had a leveled bat. Yeah, so trying to force transforms is a little dicey. It's a little dicey, but that, oh, because that transforms before the start of battle. Okay, okay. That makes sense. I thought it was regular start of battle, and so now I was like, oh, that works. And now it's just, oh, that was just, probably shouldn't have even bothered. Ooh. This is interesting. Obviously, it's easier to... We could get more immediate benefits via Pug plus Clownfish. In theory, we could get maybe more value out of Worms of Sand, buffing perhaps both of these transform units. We do have to roll quite a bit. Not really an easy way to get gold, unless we had had a Titus Shrew that turns into a Weasel that then gives us extra gold. So that's kind of my concern, I guess. 4 rolls is a lot of rolls. You know, it's one of those, when you get the Worms of Sand to level 2, then just raw dogging 4 rolls becomes not so bad because, you know, you're getting plus 4 out of that, which is, you know, the price of 2 pairs, you know, 2 pairs for only 4 gold or whatever. Immediate value versus long-term value, I don't know. I simply do not know. Like, if I buy this, I can't even get the upgrade out of it. Whereas if I buy this, we can get this going now. I think I gotta do it like this. I think I gotta do it like this, especially given what I've talked about in regards to how I think that there's the shrew. You know what? This will get more stats because the pug will transform first. The pug, it won't get it from the cat thing, but it will get it from the shrew. Boom, now it's 915. So, you know, that's something. That's something. I do think I take this one now. Feels like a lot. This would have been, this is funny, this would have been an awkward spot if, I think this was, okay. That also makes it feels a lot better for doing it for that reason. Now there's a temptation to Macaw. If it is ahead, give it attack. So, you know, getting to level 2 makes a big difference in getting all that extra health, but this is like kind of technically better because it works for multiple friends. So I think you do this. We go here, here, because give this attack, give this health, I think. I think that's what we want. Okay. Hold on, wait a second. This might be a transform team. We might have a transform team going on. Nice, and the attack should let this trade now. Perfect. Strategy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, for you, maybe. Uh-oh, for you. What's the meme? The guy in the car. He pulls out the gun. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, level here. Obviously, getting the clownfish level would be nice, but we gotta take what we can get. Stats from the blue ring are nice. I don't necessarily know if that's where I want to be, though. Tier 5s that transform? Yeah, getting one of those would be pretty sick. Getting one of those would be pretty sick. Flounder would be alright, too. You know what? Maybe we don't even freeze that. Okay, the shrew is not gonna trade. It was close to a trade, but it did not trade. So that was a bit of a bummer. That was a bit of a bummer. Well, I gotta imagine that's just better than the cat. But I also think the transform into any useful level 1 pet from tier 2. I gotta imagine this is just better. And then give, if a friend is transformed, give it +3 experience works once. That's pretty good with this. And it does technically work with that, but it's a little awkward. I guess we could get rid of the... Okay, well that's interesting too. Just like take 2 of them. Maybe we have to give up on this thing then. You had your chance type deal. Pro would have been nice to buy, sell, and then level that first, but okay. Yeah, sure, do that one. Okay, I mean, this will buff a little bit less because, you know, we have one less thing transforming, but whatever that thing transforms into is gonna be pretty beast. So the level goes after, which is a little awkward. But did it not get buffed from the clownfish when it got leveled? Did I miss that? Or did that not happen? Sushi is fine, but we're also... There's the level of that we've been looking for. We don't even get anything out of that. I'm interested in holding though, in case we do. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, okay. The ability went after the level 2, it gave 2 tasties. Oh, maybe it was just visually it was confusing. But I was also thinking did the stat boost happen too? Okay, I'm going to greed here by doing this. I'm hoping, you know what, I should have changed, I almost wish I changed the order. Well, that's pretty sick. Damn. Really wish the macaw was stayed alive. I was like really wishing I did this, because then this could get a macaw out of it. Now I'm like, eh. But I think we do this. We do this. We sell. We clownfish. He's just a big guy. Okay. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. Now, we don't actually have that many things transforming. We have things that are transforming and then getting buffed. But I think we should still probably do that. Or something. We should do something. Maybe we don't bother with the level anymore. I mean, it gives it the buff in battle, but just thinking like, you kind of need multiple things that transform here. Selling the shrew felt really bad. Granted, we probably would rather just have like another, I don't know, anything. Another Tamarin or that thing that I had before, maybe. I feel like I got Albatross to, like, you know, try it. But leaving me wondering, like, maybe there's... It basically either sell the clownfish immediately after leveling it, or maybe sell the poodle moth and then just try to get some real stats from leveling these and bring in the Panja, but even that's like not actually good that turn because we only have one transform. So I think I almost just keep it like this for this turn. I think keeping it like this for this turn makes some amount of sense. That's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, or like replace something with Ammonite later. That was also another idea. Okay, it's a pretty big looking team, but that was a pretty big werewolf, so that was a pretty big werewolf. A lot of things happened on the screen there. Okay. Sure. That'd be fun to do in the turn, I guess. Okay, thank you. That means now that this is going to become level 3 when it transforms, which is pretty beast. That will get leveled and get buffed. Okay, I'm liking where we are. Really? Now, the main thing I think I want is the macaw to be level 3 to potentially try to get the achievement. Okay, big vulture, but get burned. Get absolutely burnt to a crisp. Get absolutely burnt to a crisp. Oh my goodness. Take a buff. Take a buff. Yeah, we're not changing the team, folks. This is just, we're locked in with one transformer, and honestly, the macaw probably shouldn't be there at this point, but we're hoping to try to get the achievement. That's really what it is. And that Peppa on front too. Oh, hello, Mr. Monkey Man. Get sniped in the back. Get everything on your team killed but snipes almost. Although that's a big guy. Wait a second. Never mind, I never doubted it. Give me a damn chocolate. Give me a damn chocolate, or give me... I'm not even gonna... Even though this is good to buy, I'm not. We're trying to get this level more than anything else. Yes! Yes! Macaw achievement. Plus now it has more stats. And then throw him a chicken leg, will ya? Throw him a damn chicken leg. The one transform team? Could it be done? I do respect going for the level 3 Red Panda achievement. You still have 1 health back there, I see it. You can still do it, man. You can still do it. I believe in you, Crunk's not dead. I believe in you. Even though I don't know if I believe about the Crunk thing, but what I do believe is you can win with Transform Team. And that was only turn 13, so like it wasn't actually my theory about it having to be really late. Didn't really hold true here. Granted, in a sense, this almost doesn't feel like a normal Transform Team because it's just one guy. But, you know, it worked. I would say, obviously the Croc ones were good, but that one burn, that one Red Dragon triple burn was... You could say my views on the Transform teams transformed. Very clever. Very clever. What have you been watching? Hold on. I can figure out. I can remember this reference. Okay, VTuber just had a concert with. Okay, yes. Ina and Kiara, two VTubers from HoloLive, just had a dual concert over the weekend, and Ina is known for her puns. She's pun stoppable, some say. So that's that. There you go. Now you made me say that. So, congratulations. Anyway, that was 2 more 10 wins, right? Like that was, yep, it was 12 turns, 11 turns. So okay, we showed spawn teams can work. Spawn teams can absolutely work. And this weird, like, I guess this is more of a spawn team. But you know what? At least I had 2 10 wins that didn't have the sawfish, and one of them that was a pure transform team, and got a macaw achievement. So that's pretty cool. I will say, as another last little tidbit, I've been spending time working on a script and other tooling to help me edit videos. Now granted, I don't think they would apply to every video, but certain types like Cinecross or Picross in general, where there's like lots of little bits of empty time that usually are take me a long time to do, I potentially am around the corner of a solution that will expedite to a very high degree, which would be really awesome. And allow me to perhaps even double video, because I got a lot of Cinecross video, like runs and stuff, and so I think I would, if I can get that working, I will definitely be doubling up, because otherwise Cinecross videos will be going for like, will never end, because they take a long time. So anyway, yeah, that's just another thing, but something that I've been proud of that I've been working on. So that's why maybe some of the other videos recently have not had edits. Granted, Super Auto Pets never does, because I mean, come on, this is just brass tacks. This is just the cream of the crop. And see you next week.